to my channel. How are you doing? I am fresh back from Bloodstock and back to work. So I put on my Instagram stories, guys, help a girl out, give me some questions for a really quick Q&A that I can film tomorrow, today. Help me keep my filming schedule. You guys came out, you helped. Thank you. I only left the post up for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and I screenshot all the questions that were asked, and I'm gonna run through as many of them as I can and just do you know what? I ramble. In case you haven't realised, I ramble, so I'm gonna try and keep this video down as short and sweet. I was gonna say like me, but I'm short and bitter, so I'm gonna stop rambling, okay? So, thank you for asking your questions. First things first. Oh, do you know what? Just going down my photos, I found out that Frontman is the voice, the really bad guy in K-pop Demon Hunters. Frontman's doing side missions. I love him. Anyway, K-pop Demon Hunters has taken over my life. You don't understand. Back to the video, Emily. First one, Halloween plan. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing for Halloween. I do have it booked off. I think I have it booked off work. I might not. I can't remember. Because I can't remember if we were going to do something actually on Halloween or the Saturday before, so I've booked one of them off. But I know actually on Halloween I didn't have it booked off. We were just gonna take our child trick-or-treating, which I freaking love to do because bitch, I take my own bag. I go up to those front doors in a onesie, trick or treat. I put a costume on, give me a treat. I come home with my own bag of sweeties. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Come on, make me jealous with your plans. I'm too poor to go out and do anything, so I'm gonna come around your house and steal your sweets. Said hi to you at Bloodstock, loved your outfit. What did you search for on Vinted? What was I wearing? Most of what I wore was from Vinted, you know me so well. I wore a black, very old Killstar dress with silver spiders. I had a black, everything was black. I had a black pull and bear skirt with rivets on it with a top that said dying. I can't remember what I had. Basically on Vinted, I go on and I type in brands that I wouldn't directly buy from. So like Dolls Kill, Killstar. I personally don't want them to have my money, but they sometimes do sell cute stuff. And on Vinted, it's a lot more affordable to me and it's more what I think it's worth for the quality and the materials. When I go on Vinted, yeah, I usually search up Dolls Kill, Widow, Killstar, Trip, but Trip trousers are like still so expensive. But I look for a lot of normal brands as well, because I do have a Vinted haul coming up, and a couple of things in there are from like ASOS, or one is from Debenhams. I wouldn't walk past Debenhams and think I'm gonna go in there and have a look, but the dress I got from Debenhams on Vinted is so beautiful. So usually I just type in like goth dress and I change all the settings at the top, the search filters, to my size and the colour, and then I go cheapest first because I'm a broke bitch. That's how I search for stuff on Vinted. If you were a fish, what fish would you be? Stop! Because I learned about a new fish yesterday and I think it's the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the telescope fish or the telescopic fish. Ping! I am currently obsessed with this. I saw it yesterday. It's like, I think it's just been discovered, and I shoved the phone in my child's face and I was like, we need one of these! Isn't that the cutest thing ever? It's like a little old man. Got like the little hairs and like, Santa, where's my data? He's adorable. He is a fishable, he's just adorable. What is your favourite makeup products and why? My favourite makeup products are the eyeshadows from Jolie Beauty. Literally any, I've been living for this palette at the minute, but any, my other palettes are over there and I can't be bothered to get up. Any eyeshadow palette from Jolie Beauty, you cannot top. You literally, they are my favourite. The liquid lipsticks, which is what I have on today, are really good too. I used to not be very big of a fan of them. I used to find that they flaked and they weren't that great. But the new, let me find, I've literally got them all next to me. This is my favourite. Mi Amor, this is my favourite. This is what I have on. Whenever I wear this, people are like, what lipstick have you got on? This! Mi Amor! This new range, the ones in the black bottles with the fadingness, are so good. They don't last as long. They're so good, but they don't last as long. They don't last as long as like Barry M liquid lipsticks, which is my favourite, like my all-time favourite liquid lipstick brand. For a whole brand, I'm 100% gonna say Jolie Beauty. Like, the eyeshadows last. You put them on, they will be there when you go to bed. They stick and they stay stuck. And I love them. And they're so creamy. And the glitters glitter. Wunderbar. Can I do like brands I hate? Because I recently bought a few bits from Makeup Revolution and I am so angry at them. Would you like me to, I got some pieces that I was gonna do a video of things I regret buying. Is that something you'd watch? Because I feel like I'd get so angry at it that I'd ended up turning the camera off because I'd spent my own money on these things and they were crap. But yeah, is that something you'd like? Let me know. Download or Bloodstock, they are so different that it depends what mood I'm in to what festival I would say I prefer. Download is, to me, a lot more of a party, lively, so much going on festival, whereas Bloodstock is slower, it's a lot freaking smaller. If you like the music and you're looking for a smaller, like, first time festival, 100% recommend Bloodstock. Everything is, do you know what? No, I'm gonna say Bloodstock because the walk is, I will happily walk back to my campsite at Bloodstock 20 times in a day. 20 times a day, because it is so freaking close. If you've never been to Download, you don't understand! We always camp in Purple Camp, and the walk from Purple Camp to the grounds is like, it's like a half an hour walk. Realistically, it's like 25-minute walk. And you do that like every day. If you want to go back to your campsite, it is that walk. There's no way of getting around it. I'm less likely to go back to my campsite to just chill. Whereas Bloodstock, we went back and forth so many times and it was so much nicer. And I feel like it made a nicer atmosphere because everybody else was drinking, so we were able to go back to the campsite and they could just have naps. And there was so many times I just sat in my tent and had quiet time. I had films on my phone, they all slept and I just watched a film on my phone and just but at Download, it's harder to do that because the walk is so far. I'm like, if I go back to my tent, I'm not coming back out. But then I prefer the bands at Download. So they both have their pros and cons. It just depends what you're looking for. Weirdest sponsorship you've had. I've had, do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know I get sponsorship messages every day? Every single day. But I'm not bragging. Trust me, I'm not bragging. They literally go straight to my junk folder. It is literally a copy and paste message. Bear in mind, there is a name in my YouTube channel. The name Emily. And it is a copy and paste message that says, "Hello, sir/madam. Thank you for not assuming." Emily would have been fine, but I get sponsorship messages for watches, a lot of athletic gear. Are you trying to tell me something? Lunch boxes, a lot of gaming chairs, which I have thought about because I thought a gaming chair sounds so comfortable to sit on while I film videos because I always sit on the floor and I really like sitting on the floor. But I did think like a nice gaming chair and then having like a proper little setup would be nice. I get a lot of VPNs, which again I have thought about, but I don't like take sponsored videos unless it's something that I would use, unless it's something that I would use myself. So like I wouldn't take a sponsorship from a watch company because I don't wear watches. Does that make sense? What else have I had? I get Shein and Romwe and not so much Temu, but Shein and Romwe like once a week. I've had Zara, I've had any alternative brands? I have had alternative brands. I've had Ufa, the jewelry company. I don't know what they're up to now, but when they messaged me, they were making really cheap, unsafe for your body jewelry, so I politely declined. But that was like a couple of years ago, so I don't know what they're doing now. I don't know who else I've had. The way I see it is if I wouldn't spend my own money on it, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to spend your money on it, even if they're gonna pay me. I get some weird ones. Oh, did I have a tractor? I had one the other, what was that? I had one the other day that I sent to my friends and it was like farming equipment. And I'm like, bitch, I may look like a cow, moo. I can't drive your tractor. A lot of these messages are bots, or they just copy and paste the same message and send it to YouTubers. Favorite dad joke? This is my time to shine. My favorite I love dad jokes. I love all crap jokes. So I saw Motionless in White. This isn't part of the joke. I saw Motionless in White in March of this year. And Chris Motionless, the lead singer, is a massive dad joke fan. And my friend and I, we were practicing dad jokes in the queue. And I had one prepared. I had it ready to go. And I said it. Guys, this is like a deathbed memory. I told Chris my dad joke. And he grabbed my arm and he squeezed it. He squeezed it. And he went, I love that. I'm going to take that joke on the rest of the tour with me. I mean, it wasn't all good. The rest of the band literally went, oh. But Chris loved it, and that's all that matters. And we're now getting married. So my joke was, I've got a pen that can write underwater. It can write other words too. That's the kind of shit I like. I like jokes that make you go, oh. What would your autobiography be called? Can I ever think about this one? She kept failing. She tried, but she couldn't. She wants to be alone, but she doesn't. Stupid little queef. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have an autobiography one day. It would have a stupid name because I struggle to be serious unless it's like a really, really serious topic. I try to just be jokey and fun and... do you know what? It would probably be a film or song lyric. This one's for you and your problems. Oh, do you know what? That would probably be it. This one's for you and your problems. Your good day job, your bad karma. What are your download 26 predictions? Right, I am ready for this. I have cracked the code, guys. I have cracked the code. I've been watching so many interviews with the band bookers of download that I have cracked the code. So headliners are Ghost and Linkin Park, and the third one I'm unsure. I think it will be System of a Down. I would be so happy if it was System of a Down, but part of me also thinks it might be like Iron Maiden or someone. But Ghost and Linkin Park are two of the three main headliners. I also think Bad Omens are going to be there. Bill Murray is going to be there. Who else? We're not going to have My Chemical Romance, so don't. I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. I wish it would, because I didn't get tickets, but it's not going to happen. Bowling for Soup are going to be there. Drowning Pool, Spine Shank, possibly 3 Days Grace, as far as I am at the minute. So I will come back to this in a few months, like it's usually like end of October, November that it gets released. I will come back to this and see how many of them I'm right about. But I'm telling you, Ghost and Linkin Park. If I'm right about those two, and possibly System, then I know my code cracking is correct. And I'm gonna full on like go to the betting shop and put a bet on for next like 2027's lineup. I'm gonna make some money. I've never put a bet on in my life, but this will be the first time I do it. What is your most unhinged customer encounter ever? I love you. I don't know if it's the most unhinged, but the first one that comes to my head was when I worked at Wetherspoons and I was telling this lady that couldn't serve her for whatever reason. Maybe she was too drunk. I cannot remember because this was years ago, and she poured a bottle of beer like over me, over the till and over me, because I'm really short, so it's not hard to pour things over me. I also had a guy that I used to know who I freaking hated years and years and years ago, like when I was with my ex, speak to me, and I literally haven't seen this guy for years and years. And he came in and he said something to me, and he was like, oh, I see age has treated you well, something like that. And honestly, like just seeing him gave me a panic attack, and I had to go down into the cellar, and I was like, I can't, like, I've only had panic attacks a couple of times in my life, but just seeing him just brought back, because he was friends with my ex, like just brought back everything, and I wasn't expecting it, and so that was quite unhinged, and that was at Wetherspoons too. I had a man at Wetherspoons tell me he was going to wait for me after my shift and implied he was going to do something to me, and that was really scary because I don't think I'd been there very long. I was quite shy and Like, you say that to me now, I'm gonna fucking chuck a glass in your face. But I was like, yeah. Any more tattoos in the works, or some spicy thrift shopping or fave food vids on the horizon? Probably no more tattoos, but I did get tattooed like back in March, and I filmed a vlog and then my laptop broke, and I've managed to get some of the footage, not all of it, so I'm gonna try and make that into, see what I can do, see if I can make that into a video. So maybe you'll have a tattoo vlog soon. I am going thrift shopping this week with a couple of friends and my partner. That's going to be quite fun, but that'll be up in a few weeks because I want to not have too many vlogs all at once. And food, I don't really talk about food because I live off snacks. I'm a snacky eater. I eat like, I don't really eat full meals. I just snack all day. So thoughts on slugs, thoughts on snail, this is stressing me out. Thoughts on snails versus slugs. I freaking hate slugs. I hate slugs. I hate slugs. And I know they are just unhoused snails, but I hate them. And I don't hate the unhoused. Like, of course not. I hate slugs, but I love snails. I love snails. My dad's farm was named after a snail. But slugs, I freaking hate them. They get into our kitchen every summer. And one time I came home from work at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we have stair gates around every doorway because we have pets, and they're like slatted stair gates, so there's no gaps between them. Otherwise the ferrets could just run through the bars. That's really stupid. I came home from work, 2 o'clock in the morning, took my clothes off as I always like, come through the door, take my clothes off, took my socks off, stepped over the stair gate into the kitchen, stepped on something, turned the light on, realised I had just stepped barefoot on a slug. I need a minute. The slug was fine. I wasn't. Yeah, it was, I just hate slugs. I don't know why. What's the worst concert / festival experience you've had? The worst is probably the first festival I ever went to. I think we went twice, and we went to Festival. It wasn't necessarily the festival, but it was my first festival. The people we were with, and I went with my partner and his friends, and I wasn't friends with his friends. One in particular actually like hated me. It was not a good vibe. There wasn't that many bands I wanted to see, and I didn't really get the whole sit down and watch other bands-ness. So my partner and I literally spent the whole time in the comedy tent. Literally the whole time. I mean, I wouldn't do that now. I was very young. Yeah, and I literally, I hated it. I hated it. I wanted to go home. And then there was a storm and our tent collapsed, and we had to spend, all of us had to spend the night in the medical tent. And there was a phone in the safe, and it was ringing all freaking night, and we were trying to sleep in the medical tent with people that were on come downs from drugs, and it was I wanted to go the fuck home. I wanted to go home. I was with people that didn't like me, with people that I didn't get on with, and I just wanted to be anywhere else but at that festival at that time. Yeah. You might have already answered this, but how many piercings do you currently have? 2 in this ear, 3 in this ear, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. I did at one point have, I think the most I ever had was about 35 all at once, and I would not go back to that. I had all my ears pierced. I've only got 2 ears, but I had all my ears pierced. I had my nips, I had belly, I had 9 lip piercings, nose, anti-eyebrow, tongue, you name it, like I had it pierced, and I am now left with so many scars. I do think my piercings through just a teensy bit more now. I mean, not really, but I do a little bit more, but I do want 2 more vertical labrats. I'm like in job limbo at the minute. I do have a job, but it's, I don't know, every time I go in, the boss is like, we're not doing well. So I'm like, let me find a new job, let me get settled in a new job, and then I'll get 2 more vertical labrats. And I want my other nipple pierced. How many piercings do you guys have? Said hi to you at Bloodstock and you were a total bitch. No, it doesn't say that. She probably wanted to say that. Would you do a mini meet and greet if you are at Download next year or another meet up north? I actually thought about this because my friends went to the village on the Thursday and saw another YouTuber's meet and greet. I think, who was it? I can't remember, but they came back and told me, they were like, we just saw a YouTuber's meet up and it looks really fun. And I can't remember who they said it was. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. Because I did one at Bloodstock the first time I went and it was so much fun. But in real life, I am so awkward. Like, I'll sit there and be like, thank you for watching my stuff. Hug. I'm head out. Like, I am so awkward. So I don't know. But I do also quite like the idea of it. So maybe next year, maybe I will do a Download meetup. Like a little hangout on the Thursday. That would be quite sweet. Because I am going to make, I can't tell you. I am going to make these really unhinged little things for screw your bracelets. Like, I still have my bracelet from Bloodstock on. Screw your bracelets, even though I love them. I'm gonna make these little unhinged things that I saw someone do, and I can give them out. So yeah, maybe I will. You're gonna come to my... No one's gonna come, are they? It'll just be me and my friends won't even go. It'll just be me sat there on my own eating an ice cream, whinging because I'm lactose intolerant. Just like, this is gonna give me such a bellyache. Like, how are you? I'm good. Like, I'm good. The school summer holidays are driving me insane, and the orange hair is driving me more crazy than I ever thought it could. Like, what is this doing? Every time I wash it, it goes to a different colour. The colour it was in the Bloodstock vlogs is literally the colour I want. If it stayed like that, I would stay orange for a very, very, very long time. This is like, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but it reminds me of Christmas for some reason, and I don't like this shade. So aside from that, I'm alright. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I don't think I can financially keep up with the orange, because it's just, like, the next time I wash this, sorry, I've got a mirror here, so I'm like, the next time I wash this, it will go peach, and I do not like it peach. So I think I'm gonna wash it out and maybe go lilac for a little while. I want that fire orange. I want that Charmander orange. Like that. Not this. This is just too... This looks dull. It kind of almost looks natural. I mean, I've adjusted the saturation of this video, but in real life it almost looks natural, and I don't want that. I want to look like I have crazy coloured hair. If money was no issue, what would you want to be? Would you want to do YouTube full time? I would want to be, I think, a documentary like journalist. I think, like, I would love to interview an interviewer. Do you know what? I would love every job. I would love to not have a set job. I would love to just do so many things. I'd love to have my own clothing line. I would love my own hair dye line. I would love to rescue animals, have my whole house be a ferret home. I'd love to be a singer, but I can't fucking sing. But I'd pay for vocalness. I'd start my own festival just so I could hang out with bands and I'd pay them to be my friends. I feel like I would just do a little bit of everything. Yeah. What was the first colour you coordinated with black? Red. I was black and red for the Murder Dolls era. Murder Dolls era was the first era of Emily's life. Everything was black and bright red. I had clothes, hair. My hair was like this actually, but without a fringe. It was like that. I had like a black PVC bag with red piping down it, and I got it from a little goth shop in my town. Yeah. I literally only wore black and red. I was full Murder Dolls-ness, like black and red stripy tights, full Emily Strange Murder Dolls. That was the era. I really like to go through colour eras, so I was black and red. So that was when I met my ex, and then I floated with like black and green and Black and, yeah, oh my god, I'm just like going through the eras in my brain. And then after that I went to black and blue, and then that was my next style, that was the next hair I had. It was long blue with purple bits in it, and I was about 16, 17. Oh, and then I went to black and white, and I was at black and white for a long time. And then when I started YouTube I was very black and blue, but I've always been like, I've always cycled through colours like that. It's just where I'm comfortable. What is a colour you don't see yourself having a phase with? You'd rock every colour in my eyes. Yellow. I do not like yellow. I don't think it suits me. I do wear yellow eyeshadow for work because in my palettes I like to use up the colours that I wouldn't use for work. Does that make sense? So I'm using every colour in my palette, and I use the colours that I don't really like. I'll use them when I go to work. Yeah, I don't think yellow works for me. It's just, I don't know, I've never really liked it. It's too happy and cheery, and it's just not for me. Oh, that's the last one. That's it. Super quick, I hope that was quick. I feel like I've been sat here for hours. Super quick little Q&A for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I wasn't rambling too much for you. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for giving me something to film and get up after my camera decided to just go. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Before I go, I have a massive shout out to do to Neff. Neff is now my style inspiration. I need you to check out her Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the description below. She makes really, really cool outfit videos, styling outfits, like, I love it. So check out Neff, she's absolutely wonderful, brilliant lady, check her out. And thank you so much for everything you've done and everything you're doing, Neff. It's very, 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 very much appreciated. You are wonderful. Right, that is it. I'm gonna, because I have to go to work now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave me some comments, tell me your Halloween plans and how many piercings you have. Come on, make me jealous. And I will see you very, very soon with another video. Much love, boobs, take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird.